Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nathan Markley Show. Today, I'm going to do a review of my Dell XPS 13 laptop. This is a laptop I bought back in February of 2015, and I decided to do an audio podcast instead of a video because, well, I like doing podcasts, and I don't know, I think it's better. I could talk more, and yeah. And pretty much, you can just Google Dell XPS 13 to see pictures of it, because there's so many other people who did product reviews, and Dell has pictures of it to actually get a look at what it looks like. And this review will just be my intake on it and what I think about it, and if you guys should go ahead and buy it if you're looking for a laptop. So, to begin first, it's 13-inch, made by Dell, of course, and I actually love this laptop. It's in the size of a mini laptop, an Ultrabook. It's actually the size of kind of like a Chromebook, that thin and that small, but they made the screen so nice, and I can't believe how compact it is that they can get it into a 13-inch, but make it look smaller. It is amazing. It is 1920 by 1080, it's a full HD monitor, and it's so crisp. When I'm watching YouTube videos, when I'm watching Netflix or any other video, Hulu, it's just, when I put it in HD, it's just awesome. It's like movie quality. It's like I'm watching on my television. I don't watch my television that often. So, when I first bought this laptop, it came with Windows 8.1. But recently, I upgraded to Windows 10. And if you haven't heard my insight on Windows 10, after this podcast, go listen to last week's podcast where I talked about Windows 10. I got the i5 edition. The highest RAM I can get was 8 gigs. I tried to get 16 gigs, but Dell wouldn't let me. I did not get the touchscreen version. There is a touchscreen version. It's a little more money, but I still don't think touchscreen on a laptop is worth it. And I don't miss it at all. But if you're one of those people that want touchscreen, go ahead, and you'll have that extra money to spend on a touchscreen laptop, go buy it. But it's nothing biggie. I don't really see the point of a touchscreen laptop. So what are the features we have? This comes with a 1 terabyte hard drive, SSD. So that's good. I love the SSD. It's super fast. And, I mean, the boot up time is amazing compared to my other laptops. I'm never going back to a regular hard drive ever again. SSD is the way to go. So that's good. 1 terabyte. i5, 1 terabyte hard drive, 8 gigs of memory. It has 2 USB ports, which is plenty for a laptop. It also has a display port to plug it in. It does not have a VGA or HDMI port, but you can buy an adapter that can either go into a display port or a USB adapter that has HDMI VGA. So it's like a USB hub, and it comes with the Ethernet port, HDMI port, VGA port, and other USB port. I do get that basically for the Ethernet port, because this also does not have an Ethernet port, and I need it for work, for the high connection. And also HDMI, so I plug in my external monitor into it at work. The Wi-Fi is super fast if you have basically the Wi-Fi. I think it's like AC, I believe. Also has an SD card reader, which is wonderful because when I'm doing the podcast either from my DR40 or I'm vlogging and export it out from my camera, I plug it right to the SD card. I don't plug the USB. So that's awesome. The other cool thing about it, on the side of the laptop, it has a battery indicator light. So I'll push this button and it shows me indicator light. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LED lights. And as the battery is full, it gets all 5. And as it decreases, the lights go down. So that's pretty cool. So I don't have to have the computer on to check how my battery is. I can just push the button and it tells me. Also, it does have a standard 3.5 headphone jack. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The keys are nice. It's not your regular keyboard on a laptop. It actually feels like a regular keyboard for desktop, so that's pretty cool. The touchpad, it's okay. It has no right click because touchpads nowadays don't, so it has the single click button. So you push the whole touchpad and clicks down. I like that. I got used to it. 2 fingers to click. 2 fingers you do a right click. You scroll up and down, and to get everything. Yeah, so that's good. Around the keyboard, it kind of has this carbon fiber look, and it feels great. But it does get fingerprints all over it, so I often clean it. But that's good. I mean, I don't mind that, but I like the feel and the look. One of the cool things I like, because they got the screen so thin, it's so close to the edge. They had to put the webcam down in the lower left-hand corner. And that's pretty cool. It gives a different perspective there. Different look when I'm using it. So when it kind of looks like the webcam's looking up at me. And as I adjust the tilt on my monitor, it moves the webcam. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But overall, it's a nice laptop. The range from $800 to $1,500 depending on what you get. I believe I spent like $1,200 on it. Yeah, so I mean it's a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. For a good laptop. And if you want to get the touchscreen, it costs a couple $100 more. The speakers, I should mention those because that's typically what people like to know. They're on the sides of the laptop, and they sound good. They're not perfect. They're not Dolby Digital speakers or surround sound speakers, but they're good. They're okay for the size of the laptop. For the thin, they're good. They're good sound. And the light, it's very lightweight. I mean, you can carry this all day. I kind of carry it every day when I am, and it doesn't add that much weight to my backpack. I think my textbooks are heavier than the laptop. And that's good. That's what I need. I need a light laptop. Overall, I get great performance. I edit on here, video and photo. I edit my audio. I watch movies. Gaming on there. I wouldn't play high-end games. That's one of the reasons why I bought my gaming computer. But that gaming computer, if you found me in my vlogs, I showed you that. If not, be sure to subscribe. The link's below in the description bar. Yeah. But I do Skype calls. I do Google Hangout calls, and it seems to be very well. And I usually have 3 to 4 programs open at the same time, and it doesn't slow down. The only time it slows down is when it's processing my video. So after I edit my videos and I encoded them to make it a final video format, MP4, and I go on to do something else, like watch a movie, that's when it slows down because it's using a lot of processes to edit that, encode that video, which is normal because encoding videos take a while and a lot of process. But other than that, the speed is overall good. I will recommend this laptop if you want a good high-end laptop. If you're looking for a laptop to last a few years, like 5 or 6 years, I would say go ahead and buy the Dell XPS 13. It is on the high end, but it's good, like I said. And there's everything about it I recommend. I give it a buy. And go ahead. If you have the money, you're looking for that high-end, great laptop to carry around with you, to do video editing, to do photo editing, to do normal day stuff like the internet, word processing, school, work, you name it, go ahead and I say get the laptop. If you if you want to look for a small ultrabook size, a 13-inch size, then it'll be good. And I do not recommend this laptop for gaming. However, if you want a gamer laptop, either customize a desktop or go for a high-end like Alienware or a ThinkPad or something like that, something that's made for gaming. This is more of a high-end business, a home business use, and a high-end school use too, because you can use it for school. And if you don't mind having a 13-inch monitor. But if you want something that's a little bigger monitor, then yeah, this laptop's not for you. But if you don't mind having a 13-inch monitor, yeah, go ahead. But like I said, the monitor's awesome. I mean, with the 1920 by 1080 monitor, full HD, it brings an awesome view and aspect to this laptop. It makes it even better. It definitely makes it. Overall, it works well. Now, with Windows 10 on it, I don't see that many slowdowns. To me, I see the same amount of speed, the same amount of stuff as I have Windows 8.1. So, with Windows 10 features on it. Then again, Windows 10 is more to me like Windows 7 with Windows 8 features in it. Of course, they added some stuff for Windows 10. Excuse me. But yeah. Other than that, that should be it about my Dell XPS 13 laptop. This is a very short podcast, very quick product review, and do it for this week's episode of the Nathan Markley Show. If you have any questions about the Dell XPS, feel free to comment below on the podcast or tweet me at Nathan Markley or at Markley TV, and I'll be sure to answer your questions. Also, if you want to hear any other podcasts, you want me to talk about any other topic, be sure to let me know in the comments or Twitter. And also, just let me know how you're doing. Don't forget to give a big old thumbs up to the podcast. And be sure to subscribe and follow my podcast so you know when a new episode of the Nathan Markley Show is out. Because I always post a new episode every Saturday. So, I want to thank you again for listening. And I'll see you all next week. Till then, peace.